Across this clip on Twitter where you have Aaron Rodriguez talking to Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson. And he's asking him, hey, Reggie, how does it feel to be back in the stadium, right? How does it feel to be back, where you once played with a great team, okay, as being a great baseball athlete? How does it feel?
How emotional is it for you to come back to a play that you played with one of the greatest teams around? And
Reggie, what happens next is that Reggie gives him the truth, and he gives the viewers the truth. And the truth is that it wasn't great, because the answer that they were expecting, the answer was, I want people to understand this, whenever they ask you these dumb questions, how does it feel? What does it feel like to win? Blah, blah, blah. They want you to glorify it. Oh, it was great, to be back in the stadium. It brings back memories of me hitting home runs, great stuff. That's what they want, okay? They want you to reminisce about really, really trash times that they put you in. That's what they want. That is what the producers, that is what everyone wanted and was expecting him to say. And that's not what happened. And I'm glad that's not what happened, because what he tells is a tale of horror, because that's what it was. He talks about, he wouldn't wish this on anyone. Think about that. He wouldn't wish what he went through on anyone. He was talking about, where they couldn't go to eat at diners. So they say, I don't want that N-word in my place.
Alex, when people ask me a question like that, it's like, coming back here is not easy. The racism that I played here, but I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I would never want to do it again. I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, can't eat here. I would go to a hotel and they say, then can't stay here.
Couldn't find places to sleep, because they're like, I don't want that N-word in this hotel. It got so bad where he was talking about where he had to sleep with a friend, and they threatened, I can't recall, but they threatened to cause harm to the apartment complex by having him in it.
I slept on their couch 3-4 nights a week for about a month and a half. Finally, they were threatened that they would burn the apartment complex down unless I got out.
I want you to understand this. Now, here's also what you have to understand. These demons, these saltine, demonic possessed people, what they love to do is never take accountability for their actions. Never. They will never do it. What they want you to do is downplay it. That's what they want you to do. They want you to downplay it. They want you to put on your smile and start dancing and be like, it wasn't so bad. We had it really good during Jim Crow. That's what they want you to start doing. And he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that. He didn't say the N-word. He said the actual hard R.
I'd hit 2 triples in the game, and I could run like a deer. And Bear Bryant walked up to me and paid me a compliment. 1967. And he said to the group, this is just the kind of nigger boy that we need in order to compete with Bo, Woody, Ara, and Johnny. He meant it as a compliment. He said, if we don't get one of these, we're not going to be able to compete with them. And about a few months later, USC came here with Sam Cunningham and beat Alabama 42-10. That was the most impactful thing that happened to me in Rick Wooden Field.
Well, I'm glad he said it. I'm sad, and it's unfortunate he had to go through it, but I'm glad he said it because that's American history. And Reggie Jackson didn't play in the late 40s or early 50s. Reggie Jackson, he was talking about 1967. I was born in 1968. All right. And I remember his career. Like, he was a superstar when I was growing up. He retired in 1987. It shows Americans who don't know the history, don't know true American history. It shows them that it's not that far removed. My mom grew up with segregated water fountains and bathrooms in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There was a restaurant still there in the French Quarter, New Orleans, called Broussard's that he couldn't go to, even though his last name was Broussard, because it was white Broussard's and it was segregated. And this will hopefully show some people that, no, there's a history out there you may not be aware of.
I didn't fit into the club. How else do I say that? You want me to say because I was colored, I wasn't a fit? It's pretty easy to realize that. I don't need to say it, and I don't want to say it, because I need your help for the change. I don't want to startle you too much. Let me get you alone in the room and tell you really what's in me.
Reggie Jackson is Mr. October, and for good reason. In 27 World Series games, Jackson hit .357 with 10 home runs and 24 RBIs. This would net him 5 World Series rings. Jackson had a 21-year career from 1967 to 1987, meaning he played in the league with Barry Bonds, who was also his cousin. His greatest moment was perhaps Game 6 of the '77 World Series. The Yankees defeated the Dodgers 8-4. Jackson had 3 home runs on 3 consecutive pitches against 3 different pitchers. A Hall of Famer in 1993.
Reggie Jackson is most definitely a legend in baseball. Here are 4 facts about Reggie Jackson. 1. Nickname, Mr. October. Reggie Jackson earned the nickname, Mr. October, for his clutch performances in the postseason, especially his iconic 1977 and 1978 World Series appearances with the New York Yankees, where he hit multiple home runs in crucial games. 2. Multiple World Series titles. Jackson won 5 World Series titles during his career. 2 with the Oakland Athletics, 1972, 1973, and 3 with the New York Yankees, 1977, 1978, 1981. He was known for his ability to perform in high-pressure situations. 3. Hall of Fame career. Reggie Jackson was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1993, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest players in MLB history. He finished his career with 563 home runs and over 1,700 RBIs. 4. All-Star appearances. Jackson was selected to 14 MLB All-Star games during his career and was known for his power hitting, becoming one of the top sluggers of his era. He also led the league in home runs 4 times during his career. If you like the content, please give me a follow. Like and it would be highly appreciated.
There it goes, home run number 500. Oh, look at this. Look at Billy. Is he hot? Reggie has done that on several balls hit to right field. Look at Elston getting between. Wants to make sure there are no blows struck down there. Billy is really upset.
That may be the first time I've ever seen that happen in a dugout. And a manager and a player. Billy wants to get at Reggie. And he's being restrained by, that's in full view of the crowd, being restrained by Yogi Berra and Elston Howard. Elston Howard has his lamb. Billy gets around, but now Yogi's got him and trying to wrestle him down.
Yogi's got him.
Yogi's got him, and who's that on the bench? That's Bobby Cox, I believe. No, that was Dick Hauser had him from behind, and Yogi has him in front. And in full view of the Boston crowd on the right side. And certainly, as you can see, in full view of our cameras, and we would presume the Game of the Week cameras as well.
Want to get the kids off the dugout.
If I just put a towel over the NBC camera over the lens down there.
One of the Yankee ball players, they didn't want that shown, but unfortunately it was shown. But having room with Billy Martin and played with him for so many years, I know the explosive temper he has.
And Reggie's one-man show wins the acclaim of the critics as most valuable player of the '73 series.
at Jackson. Oh, well, they had a camera on Jackson. He starts running now, but he just stood there and looked at it. Now he's going after him again. And Jackson's got him this time. Here they come, and there they go. And Bobby Brown and Reggie and Oscar Gamble carry the triumphant gladiator off the field.
Jackson, the last time at bat possibly in Reggie Jackson's career. Listen to the crowd. The middle, base hit, Reggie Jackson.
Jackson, in what will probably be his last major league at bat, does get a base hit.